Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Where Is This Going? A podcast about artists you may not know yet, but hopefully will soon grow to appreciate at the very least. I am your host, Hunter Miles, and this is Where Is This Going? Thank you for joining us. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. We're glad to have you. Make sure to subscribe and all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @_Hunter Miles, and you can follow the show obviously on Instagram at Where Is This Going Pod, and you can follow me on TikTok at at Hunter Miles Comedy. My bad. Also, this is a podcast to highlight artists that you may not know yet. So we want to highlight and introduce to you a very hilarious comedian, not originally from Grand Rapids, but Grand Rapids has adopted him. Please welcome a dog comic himself, Niles Nowak, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
You can follow Niles on Instagram and Twitter at Niles the River, because it's spelled like Niles the River, you know. The River Nile.
Nailed it.
And you can also follow all the dogs, that Dog Pound. You can follow them on Instagram at Dog Comic Productions, and on Facebook. They have a Facebook page, Dog Comic Productions. Hi,
Hit it up. Hey, how you doing? This is a big get for you.
Yeah, I know.
If I did the same bit that I did last time.
I know. I was going to say, you may realize some continuity issues, and that's fine.
In the crowd being a super nice, super supportive.
Shout out Carrie Baker,
the
funny
best
comedian, nicest audience member. We have a few of those. Trevor Swanson, also one of the best audience members, and a great comedian as well.
Yeah, no, very funny, both of them. They were very sweet to me.
So is that the garage? Also, a Southern thing. I'm pointing it out now because you've done it like 3 times.
Oh no,
the Southerners. For those listening at home who don't know, the Southerners. When I would say when I was 4, or, for instance, when Abby was hosting Garage Bar,
yeah,
Niles and other dumb people from the South, they say, well, whenever Abby was the host, which feels like there's so much time that whenever I was 7, which means whenever I was 8 years old, which means I don't know when it was.
God damn it, dude. Down yonder is just the whole dialect, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's like, what is a yonder?
Everything's vague.
It is. It is.
Everything with the South is vague, and it's usually vague racism. But this is just vague language in general.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, whenever you were doing your first set.
Back whenever.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's so funny. Yeah, Abby was hosting it. It was just like a kind of go up and, do whatever thing. The first...
Kind of ripped the Band-Aid off, though.
Yeah, really, very much so. I'm glad I didn't do it because I've watched all the podcasts and all that, and I couldn't imagine doing that on like the big podcast, like Kill Tony or whatever.
Oh, dude, to have
for the
Kill
first
Tony
time,
be your first time,
that's wild.
Is ridiculous. I've talked about this on the pod, I'm sure, but me, Dante, Kate, Kate Carms, right?
Yes, yeah, met her in Chicago. Very funny.
Me, Dante, Kate, Devron, Joe, and Ben Moffitt. And if I'm missing anyone else, I sincerely apologize.
I don't.
But I think that was all. We all went down to Austin with a lot of us with the Kian.
Oh, Kian, yeah.
Too.
I saw him a couple times when he was here. He's also very funny.
Yeah, 2 of you moved to Chicago, so it really fucked me up. But Kian was also there. Very hilarious Chicago comedian, friend of the pod. I think every single person I named besides Ben Moffitt has been on this podcast. We also tried to record a podcast in the Airbnb, but I'm not a good producer. That's why Jackie's here. Never trust me on location with anything. But we went down to Austin. A few of us with hopes of getting on Kill Tony, but it just happened to be the same week that that Tony had gotten canceled.
Oh, shut the fuck up! That's hilarious.
So we had our tickets, and then one night we saw the news like right before we had left for Austin, basically a couple of days before we left, and we were like, I doubt it's really gonna affect.
What's that gonna
hurt?
What,
Asian people don't like them.
Yeah, big deal.
But then it turned out we like our first night there, we got a message, like an email saying that our tickets were refunded. I was like, "Fuck,
Dude, R.I.P. Dude,
but I was also already like almost 2 years in at that point, so I'm like,
right.
It was nowhere near my first time, and I would not want. I do have some video of my first time, but I think that should never be released.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, there's people who are putting right now. They're putting their first open mic sets out. Sorry, I'm burping. But they're putting them out as they're happening, basically. And it's just like, you want people to start this journey with you?
Dude, I'm not even. I mean, not intentionally, but most of the jokes that I even used in the Wealthy show. So I had a show with the dog comics that he mentioned earlier. A bunch of pals. We did a show at this local theater in Grand Rapids, the Wealthy Street Theater. Sold a bunch of tickets. Over 300 people there, guys. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. It's really
the dogs can fill a room, but it is like 5 or 6 of them, so you got to divide the draw.
Yeah, exactly. Divide the draw and the pay. Would you believe it?
Divide the draw and the pay.
Would you believe it?
But you also have to divide the cost too, which can be nice.
It was that was a savior, dude. But yeah, like even that kind of stuff. Like the jokes that I use, like I've already changed a bunch. Like I have so many more, so much better
and
stuff.
And that was 3 months ago?
August, yeah. So 3-4 months ago, exactly. It was. So it's whenever I see that stuff, I mean, I can understand it in like maybe like how people do collages of them as kids and they're walking as a toddler and then you see them swinging as a kid and then you see them growing up. It's like maybe that, but
so
like
much growing, where you could do like clips of it, maybe a little bit, but like my thought is I've put a lot of thought into like the first special I ever put out, which is far in the future because it's probably going to come. I still want to do like the quote unquote traditional thing route, I guess, when it comes to comedy of like an album or two, and then like a 30-minute special, and then like an hour special, something like that kind of extension. You know what I mean?
Okay, so break this down
path.
for me because I can ask. There's time to ask this now. So album, what's the point? Like are albums just document? Is it just audio special then?
Yeah, it's an audio special.
Okay.
And it's something that you can put on Pandora. It's something that can get played on Sirius XM.
Right.
Something that can get into that can get you listeners, an audience. That's what I mean.
Right.
Something that can build you an audience that's not local, and allow you to go out on the road.
Okay.
If you have fans, followers in other in other markets.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And it's
a lot less pressure than a special too.
Exactly, when you think about just the filming aspect.
Yeah, that's a lot less
and
pressure.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, and like I do like because I listen to albums the albums that I really like. I mean, fucking Rory Scovel, the one where like all the club albums, shit like that.
Yeah,
like whenever they're like even that. Yeah, I mean even specials like that. Like
we are different because we're older, but like Pandora, like Tom Segura, like you would earlier. I want to say back in the day, but this is like 8 years ago.
Yeah,
8 years ago or so, you would have 1 or 2 favorite comedians.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then through their Pandora stations, you would discover other comedians similar to them, but they would usually hit your sense of humor. And that's how I found like Chad Daniels, Mark Normand, Joe List, Dan Cummins, and Dan Soder, and Matt Bronger. Like, because I listened to, and Kyle Kinane, like Tom Segura and Aziz Ansari, like their radio stations on Pandora, introduced me to so many comedians. So I believe that's
so true. Because
I believe that's still working today.
Yeah, my normie friends talk to me about Pandora like that, and that, like how I discovered it. So that's actually crazy. So that's true. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. It's a whole fucking ass thing you can do, dude. Yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't do that then, and that's good because I'm recording a lot of audio. So that was my the show that got me into it though. My second show, which was the debates at Spicy.
Yeah,
and that was fucking great. I debated Chup, I think, and he had high driving, and I had drunk driving. Dude. And it was, I mean, he kind of set it up for me because he went hard on like being a good person with high driving.
Chup will give you an easy win Because he goes so reckless when it comes to a debate. He goes balls to the wall. You can really feel the manic energy in the room.
Dude, literally, okay, that's perfect. Yeah, he went first, so he just fucking took the ball, and then like he had a good point, and then he just like I think he ran it too far just to fill the time, and then I was just like, what do I have? Drunk driving? Dude, fuck them kids, dude. I'm driving, dude. I'm fucking driving. Like, and it's just a fucking and then it was only comedians, so they all fucking freaked out because it was my first, that kind of shit. So then I drove home and I was like, let's go,
Yeah, when you're like, I got like a room full of 6 comedians approval tonight.
Yeah, dude. There was someone in the crowd the other night, and he.
Was this your last set or no?
Oh, no.
We're going to get to that stuff.
Okay, no.
No,
This,
go ahead.
Okay, yeah. No, this guy, I don't know. Were you there? He was drunk. He was heckling everyone, and then he went up.
Oh, this was at Mulligan's a while ago, though?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah. No, yeah, he was drunk and heckling, trying to go. He showed up completely sober this week, and like he was asking for like time and shit like that.
Oh,
and he was like,
I think is he mixed?
Mm-hmm.
I know who this is.
But he was being so much nicer than when he was drunk. It was so funny. He was
you think he was completely sober?
Was he not?
I don't think so.
Was I fooled?
Yeah, I think.
Dude, these people are magicians, dude. I'm learning a lot about alcoholism.
I'll tell you, regular alcoholics do have a way of affecting their drunkenness, I know I fucked up last time I was here and I was too drunk.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to go stone sober because that's terrifying. I will go less drunk and act collected. I will be collected, and then as the night progresses, I will get drunker. They may see the real me again at the end of the night, but this first interaction is going to be better because I know I fucked up last time.
I can see that. All right, that wasn't a good story. Let me get to my last set. Let me get to my last set. 'Cause my last set was a bomb.
Go ahead.
My last set was a bomb at Spicy.
Last
night, dude.
Almost all of the last set stories come from Spicy or Fulton Street Pub, by the way. Just because of the way I shoot.
I went to Fulton Street Pub.
Way I shoot it.
I went to Fulton Street Pub like twice, and it was too soul crushing. I couldn't go back. It's such a big bar. And like
such a big bar filled by nothing.
Nothing, dude. There's no one in there, and then you're just like,
It does suck. When I went last time, I'm not saying the mic sucks. Sometimes it does.
I am.
The feeling. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, it's fair. The feeling did suck though, because last time I went, it was literally just my girlfriend. I love you, and maybe one other person who had come to see me because he saw my.
Did you just give an I love you just for mentioning your girlfriend?
Yeah, if she's listening.
That's the worst.
She will, because she has to edit like clips out of this. She doesn't have to. She chooses.
I hope
to.
She edits that out.
She offers to. Actually.
That was horrible. I hated that.
Get over it. Find love. I've been a sad boy for a long time on this podcast.
That was the most Drake shit you've ever done. You go, this one's for you. Bum, 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 bum. Baby, you might.
But it was just her and my friend Christian. Shout out Christian Nickel. He'll be on the podcast soon. He's guitar. Does he do vocals too? Guitarist and vocalist for Crooked Spires, the Crooked Spires.
That's a cool name.
Also, before I forget, Jackie Kalmink and further no, damn it, I always do that. Jackie Kalmink and the Fever Haze just announced a show. Is it on December 16th? 17th. December 17th at the Wealthy Annex.
Ooh.
It's their album release show. Also, check out their album, now available on Spotify and Apple. It's everywhere. It's called An Apple on the Highest Branch. That's why I asked about Apple. Get it? She doesn't like the joke.
She didn't like that at all.
It is called that, though, right? All right. You can't win them all, folks. But yeah, check out the album, I guess, and go to the show. I'm kidding. I love you. Go to the show December 17th at the Wealthy Annex. Speaking of dates, let's just do a date haul right now.
Let's fucking do it, dude.
I will be performing. this Wednesday. I don't know when this podcast is coming out, so bear with me. But I'll be performing this Wednesday at Puck Cider Tap House in Grand Rapids, over there on Fuller. That show starts at 8 o'clock or 7:30. I will also be performing on the 16th of December at Pincrest Bar and Lanes over in Fruitport. I might have said Norton Shores before, but I was mistaken because of their proximity. They're so close together. Who can know? But yeah, the 16th, I'll be at Pincrest. I'll be doing some time. It'll be fun. That show starts at 8. And then after that, I'll be, I think, my next show after that isn't until January 6th, as we call it, Insurrection Day. Right, brother?
Yes, sir.
You look like the shaman.
Oh, dude, I would have loved to be at the insurrection, dude. In hindsight,
I don't doubt you that you were.
In hindsight, I bet they had great barbecue, dude.
Hell yeah. January, great barbecue, dude. January 6th.
You're telling me they didn't?
Shoot, I believe I'll be at Main Street. No, dang it, I should have remembered this. January 6th, I will be doing a Demented Peach show. I'm very excited for it. I just can't remember quite where it is, but you can bet your bottom dollar it's probably in the area of Kalamazoo or so.
John Batch asked me how much time I had.
It's a valid question.
Okay. He's like, yeah, I'll show you. I was like, I don't know. Like, I can do
it.
10.
Is at Main Street Pub and Grill. Sorry. Main Street Pub and Grill, January 6th.
January 6th. Hit him up.
Show at 8 o'clock. Go ahead. Come on out.
Okay, let's see. I don't know when this is coming out. But in the 15th, and if you're in Indiana, if you have some Indiana listeners, I'll be at Market Lounge Comedy Club.
I believe we do.
Okay, there we go. I'll be at Market Lounge Comedy Club.
Market Lounge is great, too.
December 15th. I will be taking December 7th off for Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. It was a big day for all of us. I really think that we should all take that day
coming
off.
Out. That's 2 days from now.
Yeah, no, it's a big thing. January 5th, I'll be at the Dr. Grin's Thursday open mic, dude. Go fucking see me there for 3 minutes, dude.
I'll be there on the 8th. My bad. That's this Thursday. Go on.
You're going to be at Grin's on the 8th? This Thursday?
Yep.
What am I doing
the open
Thursday?
mic, man.
Who's hosting
you
Parrots?
Should come to... I'm still doing Parrots. Also, you guys know, Parrots Lounge every Thursday at 9:30.
Go to Parrots.
I'll be there, except for some weeks in January where we're just tossing dates.
We're really trading dates.
January 11th, I will be at. I'm doing the Comedy Round showcase in Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
So if anyone's listening in Nashville, and we know that you're probably not, but if anyone's listening in Nashville, come and see me at the Comedy Round. I forgot what the name of the venue is, but I'll remember to mention it before I leave.
I doubt it. January 13th, if you're in Kalamazoo, I'll be in Matt Heibel's basement for a show.
Oh,
so
Matt
if you
Heibel's doing basement shows.
If you know a basement of Matt Heibel's, do it. The 15th, I'll be doing a corporate show. Guys, I'm sorry. The dogs are doing a...
Oh, you're doing a corporate thing. Why are you even sharing that with the public?
Sorry. Hey, guys,
no,
gotta keep it on the low.
Tell
you
the
know
public.
What I'm saying? I gotta keep it on the low. I'm getting paid millions of dollars to... No, I'm not getting paid. I don't think.
This is a low bit. I'm not getting paid.
I think this is an open mic in someone's basement. No.
I think this one is also an open mic in someone's basement.
And then the 18th, I'll be at Final Gravity for the first time doing Casey Curran's show.
Hell yeah, dude. You're on a Kalamazoo kick.
Yeah, dude. I went there for the Up and Under. I wanted to talk about this set, dude. The Up and Under was a fucking great room, dude.
Again, shout out Matthew Heibel.
Matt Heibels, bro. He rocks.
Dude,
he
such
rocks.
such a great show.
Yeah, dude. That shit fucking rocks, dude.
A crew of people show up every week,
50, 60 people
dude,
in there.
the place is packed. It's awesome.
And it was a fucking great show. No, that was a lot of fun. I wish that was my last set, dude, because it was my last set before Spicy, and I went off on a high note.
I heard you crushed. Nicole let him know.
Dude, Nicole did. Nicole did let him know, bro. She was. I mean, it was an open mic, so I mean, it was a good time. I don't know what to say. I don't want to be.
There's not a lot of open mics in Kalamazoo either. There's a ton of open mics.
They're trying to get them back. Apparently, I was talking to a couple of them.
Yeah, the comedy scene had kind of died out there right before, and COVID,
yeah.
So yeah, that was a big part.
Can I tell you a bit? I asked Nicole if this would be funny. I was like, shout out Nicole Melnick, love you. No, I'm just kidding. See how weird that is?
No, dude. See, I think you just realized how enticing it is to show love for those you love.
It's real easy to feel like a rap video. You know what I mean? It's real. It's
also when I go to Nashville, January 11th, I will be at the Bowery Vault in Nashville. The showcase starts at 7 p.m. Thank you.
I'm good on that. The blunt.
Okay, cool.
And your dates.
Fair.
No, I'm just kidding. I asked Nicole, I was like, is it funny if I go on there and then like pretend to be almost talk shit about someone and then just like change the subject? Like I wanted to start a bunch like almost beefs. I wanted to be like
on this podcast right now.
Yes, dude. Yes, dude. Because I mean, like they're
is that
probably
what you
the
were
ones
just about to do with Matthew Hybels?
No. I was about to do that. I forgot who I was about to do that with. No, not Matt Hybels. I love Matt Hybels. Just I was about to do it with Kalamazoo. I was about to be like, yeah, I have something to say about Kalamazoo. But I was at Paris the other week.
No, whatever, dude. Whatever you have to say about Kalamazoo, we're gonna cut the part where you just said that you were going to do it as...
Okay, well Oh, no.
When you said you were going to do it about Kalamazoo.
You go... Now, this is a leverage podcast.
But that's going to have to wait for part 2, I guess, whatever you have to say about Kalamazoo comedy, because we got to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you after a word from these messages. Is that how it goes? A word from these...
No, not a word from these messages. A message from our sponsors.
A message from our sponsors. A word from these companies. A word from
our corporate overlords. That
no, there is sometimes they say a word from. Yeah, I don't know. After a word from
Texas Roadhouse to sponsor this shit, dude.
After a word from Texas Roadhouse. Is this a good intro?
You go and okay. So anyway, how much time have we done so far?
I don't know when we're cutting.
No, dude, let's just fucking riff off of it, bro. We can naturally cut, right?
I don't.
Jackie, you're talented, right? Yeah, come on, dude. Let's go. Jackie fucking knows what she's doing, dude.
Well, anyways, we're back.
We're fucking back with a vengeance, dude. Yeah. I was just telling Hunter, dude, I've had caffeine today. I had some weed, and this is a dangerous point for me, dude.
Oh yeah, this is where you reach your peak.
This is, dude. If I could do comedy at 10 to 11 a.m., it would be destroying people, dude.
You can go to New York and try some open mics there around 10 or 11 a.m. at a coffee shop. You're not gonna have many people watching, but
yeah, that sounds crazy.
It's almost like casting your pearls before swine at that point. Right?
I don't know what that means.
It's a biblical reference.
All right, so yeah, we can cut that, right, Jack?
No. But basically, wasting your pearls of wisdom on those who aren't listening.
That makes sense.
You know
that makes sense, dude. That's really how I am, dude. You
got pearls of wisdom?
None whatsoever.
I didn't know you had anything to waste.
I got stuff about robes.
I got some good bits about robes. Got a good opinion on robes. You can't deny my perspective on robes, okay? We are back. Last time you saw us, we were heading over to Lansing to do the legendary Max Bar and Crunchies. Of course, the batting cages of East Lansing. Mm-hmm. Really good time. That
was a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah, we had some pretty good sets. So yeah, we'll recap on last sets with just those sets. Those sets were pretty fun. Which one did you prefer, Max or Crunchies?
So honestly, I was more scared of Crunchies. So whenever I did well there, or I did
mm-hmm.
all right there. It was a better feeling. I got the front there, and then I realized it was a bunch of young people in the back, and the one big table was one party. I'm like, all right, if I can get them, they'll kind of be everyone else will kind of catch on, you know?
Yeah,
that was good. But then Max. It had all the stuff around it, you know, that I like, because I'm new, so I haven't really heard all this shit about it. But then, like, I'll see people referencing stuff that happened from before my time. Right. And so I was like, oh, I wonder what it's going to be like. And it was just a really cool, cool mic.
It was
cool
my
place.
first time there, too. So for reference, I'll talk about Crunchies first. Crunchies in East Lansing is like a college, it's a college bar. Really good food, really good tots and whatnots.
I stole your tots. They were good.
Yes, they were very good. I made sure to get some tots. But it's a very college, obviously East Lansing college town. And there's a lot of college kids in there, especially sitting like up front closer to the stage in the dark. There's always like a few booths of just college kids. Yeah. And usually, even though like they're in your peripherals, usually when you're talking out to the crowd, if you can win them over, it's gonna be a good night.
You get the wings there, dude. It fucking it that's what brings it to the back.
Right. And but yeah, it was a good time at Crunchies. I think it's always possibilities for a fun time.
That was a great time. But then people sent pictures to the group chat of everyone that performed, except for me.
And I'm sorry about
except for me.
But
so I got beef. with where was that?
Pam. I think her name was Pam.
No, don't name. I don't got beef. Yeah, I got beef, dude.
Okay,
edit this out. I got beef with fucking Pam, dude. No, I don't. No, it's. No,
I was gonna say shout out Pam. I was giving her credit for for the great.
Yeah, those were fantastic pics that I didn't even see her taking those.
Me neither.
I was like, those were fucking great, dude.
Well, she didn't take any of you. That's probably why you didn't see it.
All right, so cut this out, Pam. I'm gonna.
But yeah, and then Max, this was my first time at Max, and I said the legendary Max Bar because for a long time, Max Bar was known as like the best open mic around. I mean, especially in Lansing, but everyone it was seemingly exclusive just because people would submit for months to like just try to get on the show, and would never get any response or anything.
Oh, I didn't even get a response when I got booked, which I thought was funny. Because I remember people being like, I didn't get responses. I'm like, yeah, I don't. A lot of people don't respond to you. You just got to look on their page and shit like that, which is a funny thing to do. I also, I love the indignance of amateur stuff. It's very funny to me. Like whenever you're at a place where people don't know there's comedy happening, and they're like interrupting you, and you're like, "Excuse me," and you like that's what I love when people get mad at people that don't know comedy is happening. Like I get it at a mic whenever it's like a comedy show, like people know coming to that, but like they're like, "Excuse me," and someone's like, "Dude, I swear to God, these tots are the reason I'm here." I'm liable to leave right now and complain.
But there's so many places where it's obvious that something is happening.
Yeah,
that's where my thing is like, oh yeah, you didn't know comedy was happening here. Okay, then you can stay obviously and just respect what is happening here.
Yeah.
Or you're like, oh, this isn't the vibe I wanted.
Yeah.
we should find somewhere else.
That's true, yeah, and it really is a lot of times up to the place to be like, if they're into it, they got to make sure to like tell the fucking patrons like, yo, well, this is what it's about and shit like that.
Yeah, I think everyone has to know what's up, but. Yeah, I say this because I run an open mic in a public place.
Yeah.
If you realize that you've happened upon a show, the least you can do is respect what's going on already. I think that's just a common courtesy.
No, dude, I'm on the person side. Dude, the something's always right.
The customer?
There we go. Wait, if they're not paying, it's free. All right, fuck them, dude. I'll kill them.
Exactly.
I'll fucking slaughter them. I just call, dude.
I'll just slide on them.
I said slaughter. I said slaughter.
My bad.
I'm not that fucking.
I made it black,
dude. Yeah, you made me way black. I mean, a lot of people do that, dude. A lot of people do that.
Specifically a white man's thing.
I did get called black at work by a customer. They called me the black manager with the blonde hair and the ponytail, and I was like, I've never felt like cooler, like because it was a black couple, and I was like, wow, they really looked at me as one, like like we didn't see color in that exchange ever, but that's how that's how flawless we are,
Not one amongst us saw color. That's how great an interaction it was.
Dude, I swear, everyone, like the server was so confused on who. She was like, we don't have a black manager on right now. No, we don't have a black manager with blonde hair, and then like I'm walking, and they're like, that one right there, and they're like, Niles. Dude, I gotta love that, dude.
Also, one of the whitest names.
Oh, dude, Niles. Yeah. Dude, Niles Nowak.
Niles Nowak.
Yeah. Yeah, and me being like, hey guys, how we doing? Dude,
how you guys doing? See, when I happened upon this man, I felt a black man.
Dude, I swear to God, I got told a black lady was tipping me once, and she cried while giving me a $20 bill, and she said, you just have like a spirit around you. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dude, I shouldn't have said that. Can we cut that out? I don't think I was supposed to say that. I feel like that's bad juju.
No, I think that's good juju. Or if what if she gave you bad juju? Oh, like with that, she's like, you just have a spirit around you, and it actually it scares me.
It's holding a gun to my head.
To give you this money, and I don't know what's gonna happen to me if I don't. So can you please take this money? I have a family.
Oh, that's funny.
I have a family. I want to live, please. But yeah, so Max Bar, it was fun.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, no.
I had a good time. It was my first time there too. That's what I was saying.
I do have a beef with Max Bar though, dude. So, I was driving home though, and the coffee was. I want to do the thing where I pretend to have beef with everything. All right.
Oh yeah,
dude, it keeps them going, bro. They're like, oh no, what's he gonna fucking? Yeah, dude, keep your ears out, dude. I'm on the edge. I told you, dude.
I really want to do a bottom third here that just says the opinions of Niles Nowak do not reflect the opinions of Where Is This Going podcast, but. I think you guys understand that they strictly do not.
Bro, I'm a lone wolf. They know that, dude. Look at me, dude.
So did we get to talk about how you got into we talked about you starting stand up and going to the open mics and stuff.
Yeah.
But where did your interest in stand up come from? Because you were a SoundCloud rapper before this.
Yeah, I think we did talk about that a little bit. I was a SoundCloud rapper. I loved music my whole life. Still love music and all that shit. And I thought that's what I wanted to do because I would always watch like the interviews with rappers on like shit and they'd be funny. And that's what I would like. Like that's how I would like the rappers that I liked whenever they'd be like funny on the shit, dude.
Tyler, the Creator, Nardwuar and stuff like
Tyler,
that.
ASAP, like all that shit. Like they would be Vince Staples, obviously, but like
right.
they'd be hilarious. They'd do freestyles and be funny. Mac Miller, like that kind of shit. And so then but I would always watch stand-up too. And I was thinking about this the other day. The funny thing, dude, one of the first stand-ups that I remember watching was Kathy Griffin with my mom.
Hell yeah, dude.
I swear to God, dude, how funny is that?
That is
how
ridiculous.
funny is that? But I remember there was a bit that she had, and I was like, that's not funny. That's just mean. It was like this girl being mean to her, and the end of the joke, she goes, cash or credit. And the punchline is like, she's doing her groceries, like that kind of shit. And it was like, whoa. And I was like, that was kind of mean, huh? I was like, that was mean. I was so like, but I would always watch stand up and I would look at it whenever I was in speech, I think. Either that or like some
speech class. You guys had speech class down south?
Yeah.
You needed it.
Dude, my English teacher did tell me that we shouldn't have a drawl because people will assume that we're stupider.
Yeah.
Stupider.
Also, speaking of drawl, you used it correctly. There's a lot of people who use it in place of the word draw.
Oh, yeah.
Which pisses me off to no end.
That's funny as fuck.
Like I have a drawling or something like that.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Anyways,
dude, so comedy. My speech teacher
you were watching Kathy Griffin
and I go, that's what I need to do, exactly like what she's doing, dude. So I do these weird things about the president. I cut off. So I would watch I would always watch stand up though. Like I would see stand ups. I think the first one was in like 2012 when I saw Bill Burr's Netflix special. Of course, that was like a break in for me. And then I would always would watch all different kinds of stand ups. And then I would view that as like the ultimate performance. You know what I mean? Like in my opinion, stand up is the ultimate performance because there's no like even politics. Like my teacher said, like if you have something in front of you, that's a crutch. If you have anything helping you with your message, that's a crutch. And so I would view like whenever I would see rap shows, I would be like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to do an hour of all the songs that I've done a million times, like all that shit. That just seems like I could do. And so I would watch comedy with like the respect of like.
That is still what a comedy special is.
That's true.
It's an hour of jokes.
That's very true, actually.
Times.
But I like how it looks more fun to me than doing like a rap show. You know what I mean?
And I think it's when you strip it down, it's like the most. Like you said, pure or not? You didn't say pure, but that's what I was thinking.
That's the one.
When it comes because there's no crutch, there's no music behind you, there's nothing in front of you, like words or anything, and everything that you're saying, you also created. Like so it's all original thought and original words. Yeah. Spoken through
I feel you.
I don't know, in an original way.
No, 100%. It's your voice that you get to you have ultimate control over like the vibe.
And it's the art form in its most rawest form. Yeah. Every time.
No, it's sick, and it's kind of sucky dicky now that I'm doing it to say this, but like it's like sucking my own dick because now I'm doing it and I'm saying that. But this is what I was saying before that shit.
That's what got me into it.
Then I woke 25. I woke like I was still doing music, and I was kicked out of my dad's house. I woke up on my 25th birthday, kicked out of my dad's house. No one like in my family, and we're really like lovey family. No one really reached out to me. I was like, I need to do something with my life. I needed, and then so I made like a few songs and shit like that. But then I was like, all right, let me just look at open mics, because like I'd always been thinking about like doing it, and I'm like, oh no, I wouldn't do it. Blah blah blah. Always reason. Right. But then I was like, I don't know. I would rather do it now than be like 40 and be like, I'm gonna start now, and then just have my shit from when I was 18 thinking about it.
Because no offense, but starting comedy at 40 it's cringy a little bit to me, but I get it.
Yeah, I mean, shit's about your perspective.
It's never too late. Obviously, it's never too late, and you have a lot more perspective than I do. I don't know. I don't like amateurs at anything at 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see a 40-year-old man busting his ass ice skating either. Just like he's just now learning how to ski or something like that.
Yeah.
A 40-year-old man learning how to snowboard looks sad to me.
That is funny as fuck. Yeah, you're breaking a hip out there.
I don't want to see a 40 or 50-year-old amateur of anything.
That is funny. Like a 40-year-old person going through like the emotional like psychosis, like psychotic shit that you go through in your first like little bit of doing mics and shit.
3 years of comedy.
Like you're already a man, and then you're like doubting yourself you're like, what do I even think, dude? Like, what's even going on? It's like, no, you're 40. You should not be. You should be.
Exactly.
You're not. You should
not be questioning yourself.
No,
like this.
No, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny.
Because of a bunch of 22 to
oh my
32
God, dude.
year olds.
Dude, Siler said he didn't like my fucking set. You're 40. You're driving. You're talking to your wife. No, he just said that I should work on my timing. I don't know.
But now it feels like I'm blackballed from this open mic.
Dude, 40 worrying about being blackballed from a mic. That's great.
No. But I think that it goes for anything. Just a 40-year-old doing lessons first. Maybe this is ageist of me, and I'm sure it's coming off that way.
It is ageist of you. It is. No, there's probably a 40-year-old that started at the same time as me that can smoke me right now somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. No disrespect, except for disrespect. You know what I'm saying? He could say the same thing about me being fucking young as fucking dick. I don't know.
Yeah. And that's what that was my counterpoint I was offering, is that like obviously you have way more perspective than we do, just mid-20s nothings. But
so you said you were saving something before we started. You're like, I'll save it.
Oh, do you do drugs?
Yeah.
You do cocaine? Doesn't matter.
Very occasionally.
Yeah. I used to do cocaine and crack and shit. I recently had, and it's not terribly common, but it happens a couple times a year maybe. I had like a relapse dream where I like thought I did cocaine in my dream, or I did cocaine like in my dream.
Recently.
Yeah, I had it last week, I think. But I wake up usually with like a lot of anxiety. And I think this one was because I was going to sleep with a stuffy nose. And so in my sleep, I was just
dude, sniffing. I hate that. So I hate breathing shit in my dreams that are me. That's me breathing. Like, you know what I mean? But
so many times whenever I have dreams like that, it always brings me back to like, oh, man. I actually got scared. Like, I got scared that I might have done cocaine.
I like this little pretend story you have for you actually relapsing. So if you get tested, you're like, the dream cocaine is real.
Yes, I really did.
Oh my, I did it in my sleep, babe. I had no idea. That's funny as fuck. No, whenever I'll have dreams of like me like not being able to breathe, and then I'll wake up and have like a completely clogged nose, and I'll be like, oh fuck
or
me,
your
dude.
Cat
like
sleeping on your face.
Yeah, dude, that shit is the worst. I'm
allergic to it.
Same.
So I fucking hate it.
No, fuck yeah.
First things first. Who were you listening to after Kathy Griffin? Like comedians.
So
Bill Burr's special in 2012, which I think was You People Are All the Same or something like that. I can't remember the other one right now off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't know. I could not tell you the names off top. Yeah.
So Bill Burr.
So I listened to Bill Burr, and I went to Bill Burr's old shit. I listened to Louis, and then I found out about like like I said, whenever I would listen to music, I would go to their like interviews and shit. So I would look up Louis and Bill Burr interviews, and then you find obviously O&A.
Yeah.
And so then you go through all of that shit, and then I just like found. I mean, I would listen to Bill Burr's podcast. He would talk about people, look up their podcast, find people.
That's what I did with Mark Maron, was listening to a ton of comedians on that, and then looking them up, finding more of their stuff.
Exactly. And I mean, he wasn't what he was now, because whenever I started listening to Rogan, he wasn't, the fucking empire that he is now. But like, it was cool going back and listening to all the old shit and all that stuff. You find Kill Tony, you see all the guests on Kill Tony, and go look them up, that kind of shit. And then that's back whenever I think we talked about Pandora at some point, whenever we were talking about albums.
Right. Yeah.
That shit was.
Yeah. Why albums are important, and that, because like were we talking about that on here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I asked you what an album was and what the point of it was and shit. Yeah. It was informative, because that's how new I am. I also like asking, like, I don't know if I mentioned enough last time, like the entire, like, me coming into this, like, everyone has been extremely like kind,
Yeah.
There was like a thing like picking on me publicly and stuff, and that's its own thing, but like,
that's normal.
Yeah, I mean, that's been my whole life, dude. That was the funny thing, is coming up from Texas, where people, like, I don't know, there were fights. There were too many people per teachers. There were like thousands of kids in high school. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so there were just fights. Like, you just get your shit kicked in, and you have to go to class, and they'd be like, what happened to you? And you're like, it's a whole thing. Nothing,
It's a story too long to tell. I'm sorry.
Yeah, literally, dude. We don't have, but yeah, but then you're fucking, yeah, but then I'm here. It's like, but I like getting picked on and shit. That's its own thing. But like, anytime I have a question or something, or anytime I'm actually like, yo, can I get on this mic? Is that actually a thing? And they're like, oh yeah, dude, of course. Blah blah blah. Come on, like, do all that shit. Yeah. So it's been really nice. I mean, I like this place. It has a cool scene. No one really steps on each other style wise. Like, I was talking to, I think, Dante about this the other day.
Everyone's so different, it seems.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Like, I was talking to Dante Lillard about this the other day.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. Right. I like whenever you were listening to podcasts and shit, people would talk about, you sound like an LA comic, like, you blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying? So I wondered, like, whenever I was first seeing this, I was like, I wonder if there's like that kind of stuff. I wonder if people step on each other. But here it was really cool, because everyone seemed to have their own personality and style. No one really wanted to do a style. They just wanted to be the funniest version of what they thought was funny, which is cool.
And it's tough to, I guess, nail down an inspiration for everyone, because, like, also when you hear about the old stories, like regionally, like, and Bill Burr would say, like, back in Boston, everyone was trying to be this guy.
Yeah.
So everyone,
like, New York was Attell.
Right. Everyone is doing their best impression of Attell until they find their own voice.
Yeah.
And which, I mean, is also probably true here, but it's because we have none of our inspirations are around us.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, none of our inspirations live in Grand Rapids.
Good point, yeah.
We don't see them all the time. So they're not recognizable, but also they're all different because we don't have a regional inspiration.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I think is that's why we have such a blending, like a melting pot of styles and personalities and stuff like that, is because we all had completely different inspirations. I think the only common part might be just, like, generationally, like who's into who, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I like it. I mean, I probably sound, I don't know. Sorry, I was trying to think, because dude, we're trailing off, dude. I want to think of the juice, bro. I want to think of people who I have problems with, but I can't, just because everyone's so sweet.
You don't have problems with anyone.
I literally
Stop
don't. I don't. I'm trying to make problems, dude. Louis was hilarious at Max. I did my set at Max, and then we were just like sitting in the back. He's like, "Yo, how'd your set go?" I'm like, "Oh, it went fine. Like, I did well." He was like, "I did fine." He's like, "Oh, I saw your fucking set. I just wanted to see what you would say." And I was like, "That's fucking gold. I'm stealing that, dude. That's funny."
Louis does the small moral tests.
Yeah. And then
I was just testing you,
dude. I was like, God damn it, dude.
No, he was talking about you when you were up too. He was commenting on how well you were doing.
Oh yeah, dude. He was super sweet to me. Like I was saying, dude. People are just super kind to you. Like, if you're trying, I was talking about how there's a difference between the people that like knew comedy before as the form, and then people who were like, oh, I was the funniest guy in my group, so I'm just gonna do stand up and be the best. And it's like,
it's always so cringe. You hear it at shows too, like Shout out to Ryan Sickler. He had a great one night of shows. Shout out to Full House for fucking that up.
Oh, no.
But I guess they're done. But I need you.
I need you.
Just in the meet and greet lines, it was the same thing with Annie. It was just like hearing, you hear two things of always. It's, man, I could never do that. Something like that. Or it's like, I really want to try. I've always been funny to my friends and stuff. So I've always been, I'm the funniest guy. My friends always laugh. I'm always busting up my friends.
Yeah.
And that's just annoying.
Yeah. No, it is like being like, oh, I'm the strongest dude in my friend group, so I'm going to be this competitive lifter. And it's like, definitely try it, but like,
I'm
learn the
UFC,
form.
Dude.
Yeah, exactly. Learn the form. Like, learn the form first. Like look up fucking how to fucking take a punch. I don't know.
Even worse. I used to beat up my brothers all the time growing up. I can definitely do UFC.
Yeah. That's actually fucking facts, dude. That's facts. It's like, all their moves, dude. That's what I would tell my parents. They're like, you need to do stand-up. I'm like, I have 20-something years of callbacks, guys. It's not.
Yeah, with
it's not,
you guys, every joke is inside. No one else gets the context.
Yeah, dude, no one's gonna know my uncle's fucking perpetuity for thinking the world is 4,000 years old. I don't know if that's how you use the word perpetuity.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Fuck my uncle, dude. I'm
not going to.
I don't think they're gonna watch this, so I'm gonna say, fuck that side of my family, bro. That's the ones who I have beef with, dude.
We're going savage now.
Dude, I told you, don't get me with caffeine. Apparently, I'm a fucking nuisance.
Liable to start a problem.
I'm liable to be slightly more annoying than usual.
Oh shoot. Speaking of family, uncles in general, my uncle just tried giving me some pants recently because he's the only one in my family who is my height. And so we wear the same length, but the man is larger than me.
Oh, so they look like Jared pants to you.
I have to grow into my dad bod. Yeah, and it's really just like 3 inches.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, 3 inches on your belt.
Yeah. No, yeah, dude. That's what most of my pants are, dude. I used to have probably like 6 more inches on my fucking waist, dude. Before I had my lap surgery, my what is it, lap band surgery? Yeah, before I had my lap band surgery, dude. No, before I lost the weight, dude. All my pants are like super big on me now. It's funny as fuck. That's actually not funny at all. Let me think of a funny story.
It actually sucks. I wanted to bring up the fact that we brought up Louis Michael. Louis Michael will be also coming to the podcast soon to do a show. Oh,
I got beef with Louis Michael.
This podcast is coming out the week now that you're doing. Are you doing Dr. Grin's open mic?
Yeah.
This week. That's this Thursday, the 15th. And he'll
No, I'm not doing it this week. I'm doing it January 5th or 6th. I'm sorry. I thought you meant. I'm so sorry, dude.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. He'll be doing Parrots this week.
Yeah. Yes.
This Thursday. Parrots every Thursday, 9:30.
Hit it, dude.
In Holland. And I'll be at the 16th. I'll be at Pincrest Bar and Lanes. Very good time.
Fire.
Myself, Michael Bustler will be there. Alex Plotkowski. Others.
I got beef with Ryan. Why hasn't he had me back on that show, dude?
Back on that show?
Yeah, why hasn't he had me back on that show, bro?
We did that show together, didn't we?
It was so much fun. I love Ryan with all my heart. I don't actually have beef with him. He's the best in the world.
That was me, you, and I think Chase was on that too, right?
Me, you, Chase, Haley.
Yeah, it was a good time.
That was a great time, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That was so much fun. And it's just getting more and more packed. Go to Pincrest, bro. Hit that shit up if you're in the area.
Hell yeah. Pincrest is a good... Quit sniffing on the microphone.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Jeez.
Oh, I feel like I'm going to be... Oh, that's such a... Oh, no.
We talked about cocaine, and now you're doing it. Dude.
Yeah, no, I got the sniffles. I got a pee, bro. It's a whole ass thing, dude. But hold on.
Dude, they're talking about a winter storm like it's fucking plague right now. They're like, the East Coast will not be spared. It's like, that seems a little excessive.
Bro, fuck them, dude. They don't know shit about shit.
This is random, but Tom Brady, did you see do you watch football at all?
Yeah.
Tom Brady's devastating loss this week in San Francisco.
Yeah, dude. I had a 12-leg parlay, and him losing that fucking destroyed me. I put a $5 free bet to win $1,900. I will show you it right now. I lost by him and the fucking like Dolphins or some shit. It was 2 goddamn teams.
Hey, I'm sorry about it. My fantasy team is... We're moving into the second leg of the second ring of the
there's no way that talking
playoffs.
About our sports preferences is good podcasting. I
get you.
There's no way that there's not a good story in my head right now. I'm on fucking caffeine right now, bro. Dude, I'm telling you, I've said this. I look in the mirror after I've had a joint coffee. Like I just like stand there getting ready for my day, but then I'll like just catch myself in the mirror and I'll be like, you're unstoppable, dude.
You're unstoppable.
Nothing swear to God. I swear to God, dude. I'm on a different level.
For me, I smoke cigarettes. You smoke. You do vapes and shit.
Nicotine vapes, yeah.
Nicotine vapes, not the weed vapes.
I do weed vapes, but they always get clogged or I lose them way too quick.
All vapes make me a little sick, and I think it's because I have no self-control when it comes to the convenience. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if it's right there, I'm going to suck on it. Like I have an oral fixation that cannot be quenched.
Hey, dude.
So they always make me sick, which actually works when it comes to like making me quit smoking, because then I don't want to hit the vape as much because they make me sick. So
yeah, dude. No, I definitely
vaping, kids.
I get nauseous if I vape way too fucking much, dude. But
also Tom Brady refused to shower. This is a headline I saw on my phone earlier. Was that Tom Brady refused to shower after his like terrible loss in San Francisco. Quote, fuck that, I'm going home. That was his quote.
How long of
in response to the shower.
How long of a way home does he have from San Francisco?
From San Francisco to Tampa Bay?
Dude.
It's across the country.
Stop. You're making everyone else on the plane deal with that, you piece of shit, dude.
I do wonder how far.
God damn it,
like
dude.
Where also he probably has a house out there, right? No?
Dude, you gotta have a place everywhere. You gotta have a place everywhere. He divorced his bitch, right?
Every city. Yes. I think as the divorce was finalized was that shit.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm not showering after a divorce either, though. You catch me divorced, I'm not fucking showering,
You'd have to
dog.
get married first, dude.
Don't you tell me what I have to do.
Yeah, dude, they whooped him 35-7.
Oh, dude, my Market Lounge spot got canceled. I'm devastated.
Oh, why is that?
I don't know. They just messaged Abby, and they were like, sorry, this spot's done. And I just sent her my headshots the night before. I'm like, is it because of my headshots? And she's like, yeah.
I think they actually might have shut down a room down there. Like the spot's done? What do you mean?
No, they just canceled I think it was the open mic spot on a Thursday, but we had like the 3 spots for the open mic, I'm pretty sure. Okay. But then it just fucking got canceled. I have no idea. They just messaged her like, hey, it's not happening. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah, hey man, I'm fucking devastated. No, I got shit coming together though. Dude, I'm telling you, this stool, good call. Were we gonna share this bench? Was that gonna be the original plan?
Absolutely not.
Okay, thank you. No, that would have been a little too. No, please, not at all. It would have been a little way too close.
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend that used to live in Grand Rapids, and we were talking about how my bathroom always stunk, and he was like, "Oh, that was my bad, dude. Like I, threw my condoms away in there."
Ew. Why would he go? Also,
because they stunk so bad that he didn't want to throw them away in the trash can in his room.
Why?
Because his girlfriend's pussy stunk that bad.
Oh my Lord.
He had been with her for like 6 months, and we'd been smelling it for like 3-4 months. And we thought something like was wrong with the drain. We'd been cleaning drains and shit. We'd been putting candles in there.
Now that's ridiculous.
Yes.
One of you have to confront this woman. Not confront her, but just inform her.
Yeah, we told him that, and he goes, "How?"
Well, I mean, that's a good.
That's a good ass dude, right? Like, and dude, we heard the fight.
How about this, babe? Does this condom smell okay?
Yeah. Do you think my dick stinks? And then she goes, "No, that's actually my." That's true. That's a good way to do it.
You're like, can we do something?
That's a good way to do it. How? Okay.
Would you like? How would you do something about this? If not, I mean, like we can find other solutions.
That is the best way. I guess. That is the best way. The worst way would be how he went about it when he got defensive, because he's like, I think he just told her that it stunk. And she was like mad at him, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I thought you were rotting from the inside."
Yeah.
I thought I was saving your life here.
You're doubling down. You're like, why are you getting mad at me?
Dude,
I'm helping you.
I literally thought that there was a zombie thing happening, and I was curing it. I'm not going to lie. I thought we were going to go to the doctor, and he was going to take his glasses off and say, "I'd never seen this before." What is this?
Oh, no. This has been dead for years.
This has been dead forever, dude. I don't know if they'll see this, but I went on a Wisconsin trip, the Wisconsin shows. Yeah. I wanted to tell you about that, but I don't know if they'll see it or not. It's a great show. It's a great company, great all that stuff. Oh, this will be fun, dude. Okay, yeah. Great company. Turn 2 Entertainment. Shout out.
Hell yeah.
They pay you for your shows to go out there. They have a bunch of rooms all over.
They pay you for your shows to go out there. That's how business should go.
Listen, dude, from the stories I've heard, that's actually kind of a positive whenever you mention it, all right? They pay you for your stuff. Now, they will let you know beforehand, hey, we're not paying a lot because we're just seeing it like how this show goes, like yada, yada, yada.
Every show is a test.
Every show was a test, it seemed.
We're just seeing how this goes, all right?
But it was the times that I got asked to do like 15, 20 minutes, stuff like that.
Right.
But the funny parts come whenever they're like, hey, we can give you a ride. And you're like, oh, awesome. Yeah. They're like, yeah, we want you to save on gas. It'll just be you and the comic like headlining and then like the one throwing a show together. Then you get in, they're like, hey, we're bringing our kids too. And they're like,
hey, this is a family trip now.
Hey, dude, it is the funniest thing.
Now, you think kids or like the person running the show's kids?
So they're married.
Oh, they're the same person?
No, they're married. Yeah, essentially.
They're the same kids.
Essentially. Guess what? Same kids. So you're going, and it does end up being like one of those fucking Disney trip movies because you're like, oh, I'm going with this kid. But then the kid like asks you to play his video game with him, and you're like, no. And then the third time, you're like,
all right, fine.
I'll play the game with you, I guess. Let me try a couple levels. And then like, dude, I swear to God, on the by the trip back, I was falling asleep in the back of the car, and he took off his little jacket and put it on me as a blanket, dude. Tell me I'm not in love with this kid now.
How far was this drive?
This one was a 3-hour there and back. Dude, it was crazy because I'm driving 3 hours to Chicago, do a few mics in Chicago, go from Chicago to their house across state lines in Wisconsin, which is like an hour away. And then we're driving 3 more hours to a show. And they're like, hey, it's not going to be a lot of money. We'll get you free drinks, bottle of wine, and food, all that stuff.
You won't even have to pay for gas because you're riding with us.
You're riding with my kid in the back.
You're riding with my kid. He doesn't have to pay for gas either.
Dude, it was, but it ends up being a lot of fun, stuff like that.
That is awesome, though. Shout out to taking care of your comedians.
Taking care of the comedians, and they do. Yeah. They do. Like they're like, all right, so this was a test run. The next time we get you out, we're gonna, put you up somewhere, pay for gas, all that stuff. And they did. Like on the way back,
why would we make a good impression? You make a good impression on us first, all right? Then we can try with ours. We want to make sure you're worth a good impression, dude. I get it. That's a smart move. That's saving dollar bills.
It is saving dollar bills. But I get it.
Also, the test run is you riding in a car with my child. What?
Dude, that shit was so funny to me.
I'd like to trust the person riding in my car first.
Sorry, I've been sniffing in the mic more. But about comedy. It's gay. I love doing it. So there hasn't been a bad time. So I have a notorious SpongeBob attitude about this shit. Mm-hmm. Like I go places and I am pumped every time.
Hell yeah.
And so I'm still pumped for that because it's still a funny thing happening to me. It's a funny. I'm looking around. I'm like, this is hilarious. It can go 2 ways. I can be annoyed with someone having their kid, or I can have a funny ass time with this kid. And
exactly.
I did just fucking doing that kind of shit. It was a lot of fun.
It's about twisting the perspective into. Obviously, it's what we try to do most. Is even with our shitty stuff, is just twisting the perspective into a positive outlook or funny at the very least, shedding light on it in that way.
Dude, exactly. It's so much. I don't know. I loved that shit. I don't know. Weird ass situations for me have always been a fun thing. That's kind of where whenever you that's always where I've been comfy, just because it's always it's better than being comfy and then having something weird come in on you, because then you're like, oh, I'm not used to this. But if you're always fucking doing weird shit, bro.
If you're always doing weird shit.
If you're always fucking doing weird shit. If you're throwing fingers where they ain't supposed to be, bro.
Yeah, you opposed to be. If you're attracting weird shit, you're doing weird shit. That means you're going to be comfortable with weird shit. Mm-hmm. And that's the most fun to observe, because it's easy to make fun of.
Now, I know that I am the backbone to this episode, but would you be able to hold it while I go pee for 2 seconds?
Jeez.
I had to pee since the beginning.
All right. Well, Jackie, first off, can you tell me how long we've done? Oh, don't worry about me holding it down. We'll just be done.
You just want to call it on that, bro?
Yeah.
You don't have any other good subjects that we can fucking kill on?
We do have a 30-minute first half of this, right?
Oh, that's right.
So we're at about an hour 10.
Okay, yeah, we can cut out bad shit. Okay, yeah. That's a comfy.
So, anyways, you can find me at Pincrest this Friday, the 16th. Parrot's Lounge every Thursday night, 9:30, over here in Holland. It's 234 South River or whatever. And the 6th. Actually, this Saturday I'll be doing the presidential caucuses or whatever, the peach caucuses at Presidential Brewing in Kalamazoo with Demented Peach.
Hell yeah.
Competing with that.
Good luck on that shit, dude.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And then January 6th, I'll also be with...
Riot anniversary.
Yes, exactly. We'll be celebrating. The insurrection with Demented Peach as well.
Hell yeah, dude.
It'll be a good.
I've always liked him for that.
Yeah,
I got beef with Demented. I don't.
Niles.
Follow me on Instagram,
Yes.
Niles the River. Follow me on Twitter, Niles the River. Niles Nowak on Facebook. If you want to follow that, friend me. I'll just fucking friend you. I don't know how following works, so that's probably I just fucking friend whoever. I'll be posting about dog comic shit coming up. We have another roast coming up here. I believe that's in... Is that March or in February? We have another dog comic theater showcase coming up, not at Wealthy. Stay tuned for that. I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about that, but we're getting the final pieces there. That'll be a lot of fun. 2 shows. Yeah. But yeah, follow my shit. I'll be posting about that. Fucking what's up, dude? If I got beef with you, look out. I'm kidding. I love everyone.
Also, check out Grand Rapids Art Battle coming back to you February 18th. I think we just locked in all of our performers, our competitors, our painters.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be a good time, and I'll be there emceeing, of course. So we'll see you there February 18th and all the shows in between. We'll talk about them more in the description. Thank you guys so much. Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.